of Roman soldiers and temple guards to accompany him. And now, with blazing torches, lanterns, and weapons, they arrived at the olive grove. Jesus fully realized all that was about to happen, so he stepped forward to meet them. Who are you looking for? Jesus, the Nazarene, they replied. I am he. Jesus responded. Judas, the one who betrayed him, was standing there beside them. And when Jesus said, I am he, they all drew back and fell to the ground. Once more, Jesus asked them, who are you looking for? And again, they responded, Jesus, the Nazarene. I have told you, I am the one you are looking for, and because I am he, let these others go. Jesus said this to fulfill his own statement. I did not lose a single one you have given me. Then Simon Peter drew his sword and slashed off the right ear of Malchus, the high priest's leg. And Jesus told him, put your sword back to your sheath. Shall I not drink the cup of suffering my Father has given me? Then the soldiers, the temple guards, and their commanding officer arrested Jesus and tied him up. Jesus' trial before Caiaphas ended in the early hours of the morning. Then they took him to the headquarters of the Roman governor. His accusers didn't even enter because it would defile them and they wouldn't be able to celebrate the Passover. Then Pilate had Jesus flogged with a lead-tipped whip. The soldiers wore a crown of thorns and they put it on his head. They put a purple robe on him. Hail, King of the Jews, they mocked as they slapped him across the face.
And Pilate called together all the leading priests and religious leaders along with the other people to announce his verdict. I have found no reason to sentence this man to death. I have had him flogged and now I will release him. But the mob shouted louder and louder, demanding that Jesus be crucified. And their voices prevailed. So Pilate sentenced Jesus to die as they demanded. And as they requested, he released Barabbas, the man who was in prison for insurrection and murder. But he handed Jesus over to them to do as they wished. And as they led Jesus away, a man named Simon, who was from Cyrene, happened to be coming in from the countryside. The soldiers seized him and put the cross on his back and forced him to carry it behind Jesus. Two others, both criminals, were also led out to be executed. When they came to the place called the Skull, they nailed Jesus to the cross. Jesus said, Father, forgive them, they don't know what they're doing. The two criminals were also crucified, one on his right and one on his left. The soldiers gambled for Jesus' clothing, throwing dice for them. The crowd watched, and the leaders scoffed. He saved others, they said. Why doesn't he save himself if he is truly God's Messiah, the chosen one? The soldiers also mocked him by offering him a drink of sour wine. And they called out to him, if you're the king of the Jews, save yourself. There was a sign written above him that said, this is the king of the Jews. And one of the criminals hanging next to him said, so you're the Messiah, are you? Well, prove it by saving yourself, and us too, while you're at it. But the other criminal protested and said, don't you fear God even when you are sentenced to die? We deserve to die for our sins, but this man has done